bad, Warper. Stickers in the game.
It's not my fault. It was the perfect spot.
Well, there we go. We're ready for the action. It's all come down to this. Ooh, good catch. That was beautiful. We're into it. Let's kick it off as the doolies are pulled out, and it seems like Mouse is ready to have some fun. Boros as well, hitting the head of Edward. It's just SDY and Simple remaining. Is it going to be a Na'Vi pistol round? It doesn't look like it.
Oh, and the base dualies coming out from Mouse is going to be the one thing that denies Team Edward their fifth pistol round victory. It's the first time they've lost one. And it is just Simple. Oh, and he spots him. So now he knows he's there. Of course, he always had the idea to begin with that he was up there. And so now Simple, he's waiting till he comes back out to see if he can just try to find that first pick of the round. He has the Molotov. Not really good spots to use it, though. And he's sitting here waiting. I like to think the typing is him toying with them. Like, I'm behind you.
I am AFK.
Yeah.
But you're typing. Nah.
Nah.
Prove it.
That's Devil Watch.
He's hacked into Simple's keyboard.
Yeah.
It's like Professor X, you know, inside Cerebro. But it's just Devil Walk. Someone Photoshop that, I beg.
Yeah, we need that.
I want that as a poster in my wall.
And they just not giving Simple anything except for a bullet to the brain the second he walks around the corner. And that is the first time Team Edward have lost a pistol round. Massive round of applause there for Team
Historic
Maikelele.
moment here in the Kinguin Legends debut event. God damn. All right, well, the buys are coming straight in off the back of it. MP9 for Devil Walk. Scout for Maikelele. I want to see a fast swing from Maikelele. That would make me happy. Do something outrageous. Edward, though. Smooth moves. Look at him go. He's got a KZ in.
I told you. You've never seen an old man with that good of movement? This is rare.
He's got the walking stick.
Oh.
Yeah. Click
He's
that
using it like a pole vault.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's like that game, Getting Over It. He just flings himself straight up onto Silo. Ooh. All right. Maikelele, a tag on the Scout. Makes it easier for his teammates to finish them off with the M4s. They're all getting tagged.
Tag. Die.
Duck. Goose. Penguin.
Penguin.
Oh, hello.
What the Simple doing?
But a dog. It's just evolved instantly. He's broken. It's all gone wrong. Penguins everywhere.
Although we have recovered both of them.
Yeah, no, they're both back now. They look
James,
quite good
you guys
together.
missed it, but Banks on that pistol came back and recovered the slapped Penguin.
He did. He picked it up, launched it. Davey catched it mid-air. It was pretty good. You're like a basketball player.
Yeah.
That was a three-pointer.
Yeah.
Bit of a slam dunk with a HE outside, though. Ooh, Rallen. Hard converts off the back of it as well. Takes down Warro. So 5 versus 4. With the first round that Team Edward have had rifles to play with. Edward himself burning to a crisp. Ooh, down to 36.
And he just keeps going back for more. Rallen looking over top, finds Simple. The smoke wall, it's there to protect them as they cross, but not from above. So it is the 5 versus 3. Utility not really there for the T's either. Bondic has a smoke, but he's going dangerously low as Rallen and him trade out. Rallen getting the better of it. And the HPs, it's just so low. And yeah, Maikelele swings out with the Scout. That's the bomb dropped just outside of Secret. So Bondic here in the entrance to lobby, I mean, he's got to try to find some opening towards this A site to give SDY the space to look for something outside, and he just drops immediately at the hands of Mouse. So SDY, he's across the Secret, but there'll be no secrets this round as Mouse swings out, gets the final frag, and that's a clean first gun round there for the side of Team Maikelele.
Dream scenario. Exactly what they want going into this one. Only 1 player's perished out of the course of those 3 rounds as well. It's just the 1 death for Maikelele. Everyone else yet to go down. Look at the pistol pickup. 3 Tech 9s. That's probably the most Tech 9s we've actually seen.
That's true.
I like it.
Yeah, I don't mind.
Well, I'm glad we're in agreement.
Yeah.
We'll have to stop the
Thank
game.
God.
We?
Yeah.
Like,
Otherwise, what are we supposed to do?
turn it off.
Yeah. Just end it. Caster start game, caster end game. Oh my God, Edward. Trying to end game Rallen there, doing a ton of damage with the Tech 9 spray through the smoke. Mouse is already dropped, and the swings are in. He finds two, can't get the third. Bondic with the Tech 9 trades it out, and Rallen down to 18 HP, so he's not able to rotate down either, which means the ramp players have had to make their way down towards the B site. That is Boros, and he's down here. He has a ton of utility, but not really a good opportunity to use it.
Lurking. Waiting in position for the push to come out, expecting the face towards the double doors, but right now they're grouped up towards Decon. He's heard it swing open, he repositions, creeps in, finds the first, good adjustment, but Simple is quicker, and now it's all on Woro. Woo! Hits the head, switches to the AK. Rallen and Devilwalk, both towards Decon door. Woro could tear him to pieces if he plays this round right.
And the thing is, Devilwalk might not know, but that double door was naded open. So if he goes a little bit too aggressive here, Woro could potentially see him in low HP for Rallen. But now, given that he got shot by an M4, he should have the information, but it doesn't matter. He goes for the face. Rallen is ready, and he gets the kill. There was a moment there where I was like, okay, so Rallen shot at him with an M4. He knew Devilwalk was spraying with the AK, so he knows they're both towards secret now. That information, very important. But in the end, Woro, as he peeks out, just doesn't really spot Rallen at all, so it's just the kill going his way. Only one bullet was all it needed.
The AKs are back out, though. They've at least got rifles to work with going into round 5. What's the call going to be? I was expecting good things from Team Edward, even on the T side. It feels like it would be one of those games where they would be able to thrive quite early coming into this, but Team Maikelele, they've been looking pretty good so far. Bondic taking a ton of damage as well on the early engagement.
And right now, Maikelele was outside spotting that cross towards red, but he actually got timinged, and Woro had crossed. Oh, in the face through the smoke from Mouse is perfect. Oh. Gets two as well. Bondic eventually puts him down, but not before Simple is taken out of the round, and Rallen wins out on that fight outside with Woro. So it is 4 versus 2, and again, Team Edward find themselves down numbers. Oh, and there's another one as Devilwalk through the wall finds the head of Bondic.
SDY with a hydroponic. Can he find some stereo frags and take down 2 of them to get him back into a winnable position? Right now, creeping up towards the door. Eyes peeled, peering for a target. Rallen, though, he's slowly creeping up behind him. Good crosshair placement for the peek towards Garage. But Rallen's going to arrive just in the nick of time. But he doesn't clear it. He's seen him, luckily, as he creeps out towards the vent. He's better than that, Davey. He's not going to butcher him.
Yeah, Simple would have knifed him there.
Probably would have, yeah. Like throwing knifed them.
Okay, they have. Okay, this is actually a real thing we got to talk about here. Right. They have the technology for that in the game already. It's in danger zone. You can drop your knife. So they have the ability to do it. If they could make it so that if you throw your knife at somebody and it hits them, it does X amount of damage. Maybe not like one-shot kill or anything like that, right? Obviously.
45 damage.
Sure. Like a standard right click to the chest, right? Yeah. So I think it's 55, right? But why not? Why not? Just do it. The tech's already there. The code's already in the game.
And the thing is, if you miss, you're then knifeless, and you can't actually run at knife speed. You have to slow walk until you pick your knife back up.
That's not a bad idea.
Yeah, you're not allowed to move. Like, it doesn't register the input.
Yeah, maybe not like walking speed, but let's say like the same as if you're carrying an AK or something, which is totally counterintuitive, but still fun.
Well, everyone knows that you run faster with a knife, Davey.
I know. That's what. Oh, sure, fair enough. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're right. That's my bad.
Exactly. What are you silly?
I'm a mess.
Exactly. What are you doing? He's still getting those headshots.
Yeah.
I wonder if anyone even remembers pure ponage now. Is that like too outdated?
It's very long.
It's quite really long time ago, isn't it? Oh well. In my heart, it was still an absolute banger. Mouse needs to be a headbanger though in this round. Sprays down from the elevated angle, but Edward claps back with the Galil. Ooh, bit awkward as they try and find their way out through the doorway. Right now, Maikelele's team are just finding everything. 6 rounds already secured. Yeah,
that door only, you can only fit one person out that door at a time. Ooh, that'd be an interesting change. You know, like just all those like theory crafting things, like people always talk about, oh, what do you want to change on this? I was thinking right there, what if they just opened up that door completely so there was no wall there on that side at all? It was just a giant opening. Like hut, the rest of hut stays the same, right? But the door is just that whole wall. It's just a huge opening.
I don't know.
That'd be interesting.
Wide hut's not real. He can't hurt you. Can you imagine? You just get 25 men running out at once.
Oh, that'd be way too many.
It would. It'd be silly.
You can't even fit that many people on a CS:GO server, really. I mean, of course you can, but the server starts freaking out.
Lying again.
It's why Danger Zone only has so few people.
Yeah, no, it is true.
Like, it's why those surf servers that have like 40 people in them, they're always like red VAR, right?
Yeah.
Because they're just freaking out. There's too many people.
It's too much. Can't handle it.
Code can't handle it.
Scared.
Terrified.
Source
Shaking.
2.
Crying.
Source 2 will finally be able to have wide doors.
Yeah,
That's all it's for.
Yeah, that's the big
like literally
change.
all it's for.
Yeah, every single door will be widened.
Yeah. What else has changed? No, nothing.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. You ported the whole game just for doors.
Well,
yeah.
So you can have 25 people
Yeah.
per side. And then make all the doors bigger.
CS:GO is now 5 versus 25. All doors widened. Deagle costs $5.
Everyone moves slowly, and the team that has the CTs only can buy Negevs, and all the Ts move as if they're carrying a Negev.
And you have to solve a Rubik's Cube to be able to play the pistol round.
Each round is an escape room. That's what Source 2 is all about.
I'm on B side. I'm sorry, I can't find the key. I can't find the key for the door. There was a riddle. What does it mean?
I'm not good at riddles. You know this.
Yeah.
That's not my thing.
Edward, will he be the riddle master in a round like this? Can he solve it? Does force him back. Looking a little bit awkward, but simple. Hits the headshot, and Edward doubles down onto Rallen, so 3 CTs left.
Yeah, and the first 2 kills finally going the way of Team Edward. We've seen them play down a man many times. This time they get to play with the man advantage and make that a 3-man advantage as SDY takes down Mouse. Now Boros is here. He's going to spot one. Now that should be the cue for him that they are going towards the A site. There's a player under him, and it's Edward who finds the frag. Devil walk inside of Hut. Can he do something crazy? No, just the double headshot. Good economy damage, actually. As that, yeah, that's gonna force drops out from the T's. So good econ damage there from the CTs, but it is still nonetheless the first round for Team Edward. Finally solved that Rubik's Cube.
Yeah. What they did is they just peeled off all the stickers and put them back on.
That's so true.
Why is that Rubik's Cube so broken? I solved it. What do you mean?
Yeah, exactly. It's perfect.
It's falling to bits. No.
You can even just repaint over top of all the colors.
Just spray paint it, yeah. Oh, damn. Talking of spray painting. Bit of chip damage coming out of the wild spray. Team Maikelele could be in for big success here because the captain, well, he was tucked into the off angle. Wanted to line him up and chop him to bits. Doesn't happen though, as Edward lands one right between the eyes. Goes sprinting down secret.
Ooh, I think Rallen just got spotted by that player outside as well. He has tucked away there in the corner next to main. Boros aggressive with the op, actually. Instead of Maikelele having it, it is him. Aggressive here inside of the trophy room. So he has full lobby control. That should allow them to play somewhat aggressively towards outside, potentially. Oh, yeah, there's 2 players rotated down in secret. That is actually Maus and Devilwalk, and they're going aggressive. Ooh, right at that moment. Maus second guesses himself. Molotov towards the double doors, but he's still here, so he still has this information. And you can see because of it, Devilwalk's rotated back up the ramp as he finds one, and the play is towards A. Bondik's the first man out as Rallen drops into the site, and he will be the first point of contact here. But no, Boros gets the pick towards lobby. Devilwalk rotates up, and that is all of the kills going the way of Team Maikelele. So a round that started out so great for Team Edward, the rotations, the timings, all of a sudden fell the way of the CTs.
Looking at the kills as well. Maus 12-4. He was giving it throughout this series. Some of the shots he's been hitting were sick. You think back to Vertigo, although it seems like an age ago, man. He was the B bomb site champion. You came towards him, he just backhand you. Mirage as well, had some huge plays.
I honestly forgot there was Vertigo.
I know,
it was
so long ago.
Yeah. I have a memory of a goldfish, maybe like 3 goldfish combined.
Do you know that's actually a common misconception? And goldfish actually have incredibly good memories.
Yeah, like how long?
Pretty long, like a good while. You can actually teach them loads of tricks.
Like swim?
Yeah, no, also like going through loops and hoops.
like swim. It's funny because I feel like in a fish tank you could just like put a hoop in there and be like, oh look, he swam through it.
He's done a trick.
Yeah. He swam through it.
They like being pet
There's
as well,
only
you know?
so much. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah, you can pet fish. They enjoy it. Make sure you clean your hands though.
Yeah.
Gamers.
Or clean your fish first.
Yeah, probably. Well, don't do that. Yeah.
Clean the fish.
The fish isn't messy, Davey.
Well, you don't know that. Well, why would you have to clean your hands if the fish wasn't messy?
What? I see where you're going with this, but I don't know if that's the reason.
Well, I'm just saying, like, if the water's clean and the fish is clean, you shouldn't have to clean your hands after it.
All right, all right. Watch yourself. The fish will be coming for you. Barreling for
I'm
you.
on their side. I'm saying they're clean. Like I'm.
I love fish. What do you mean?
Fish are my favorite.
Yeah. I've got a hat with a fish on it. Wear it all the time. You've seen me.
Yeah, no, I think it is weird. You pulled that out of the lake like a couple weeks ago, and you're still just hanging it off your head like that. Very strange.
It is a little bit. Ooh. Hopefully some more normality here, though. As Team Edward tried to take control towards outside. Already lost one man, and Edward, he's the next to fall. Devil Walk with the spray. Have they seen the player in garage? That's Warrow.
I don't think they've seen him, but you can tell that they know it's a possibility, right? You saw Rowland tuck away there towards main, and also Maikelele on the radar. He's up towards heaven, and he is periodically peeking over to this left side as you see it right now. He was checking to just see if this play was being made. He's now working his way over towards CT, and he's just sort of facing everything aggressively. And because of that, there is timings that could be had. Warrow, he's about to cross. Maikelele spots him.
About 40 seconds left on the clock. Warrow finally is able to make a play off of the back of the position he got himself into with the AK. SDY on the rotate as well, back round to Robbie. They extend out. That's Devil Walk with the contact.
Oh, and he goes down. That's Bondic who finds it. Now, crucially, they don't know, but Rowland is still tucked away in this corner, and yeah, that's the big kill. That's the one that was necessary as he finds the headshot onto Warrow. SDY now has the opportunity to drop down the vent. That's what he's going to go for, but Rowland, too privy to it. He knows. He swings out. He denies that play from SDY, and what was so important in that round is once Maikelele died, Rowland staying towards main and holding that cross towards heaven meant that his teammates didn't have to worry about getting flanked. They could commit to holding down that A play. They didn't have to worry about getting flanked from main or flanked from heaven because he had eyes on that. Rowland's position was absolutely crucial in that round. It allowed Team Maikelele to pick up the 9th.
All Tech 9. If they don't win this round, I'd be surprised. Simple with a flick up. Causes turmoil for Mouse, but the HE blows him away. Devil Walk with 3 before he's finally slain by SDY. Rallen, he's gone quick up the ladder, but they've gone down the vent.
Yeah, quickly down as well. They made that call very swiftly, right? They're okay, we got the picks on A. We know they're going to be rotating in. Let's hop down the vent. Guarantee that bomb plant. Obviously, you want to win rounds like this, but that bomb plant is absolutely crucial for these, just to start building up that economy that you're lacking in. Smoke comes out towards the single door. Molotov going to go to the windows as well. That's very good, as it means that the double door gets opened up by SDY. They don't know if he's on it, and SDY, he runs in, but Rowland's in the back. He's tapped it. He's sticking it. They don't know. Bondic swinging the time. He's got it. Bondic gets the frag, but Rowland gets the bomb. Bomb has been defused, and Team Maikelele gets double digits.
Oh, mate. You don't need a diffuser, Davey. He's brought some tools. Man's in there with a hammer, the screwdriver, causing all sorts of problems. 10-1 in the 3rd map of the grand final here on Nuke. 4 rounds left into this first half, and Team Edward, to be honest, they need all of them.
And Maus and Rowland doing Poland proud here in the grand final. Traditionally, obviously, Nuke, a very strong map for the classic Golden 5, right? Even going all the way back to 1.6, Nuke was always a map that they found their home on, especially in grand finals. And now Maus and Rowland dropping absolute bombs. I think 16 and 14 kills apiece here on this final map, as the score is 10-1. So it's a big lead here for the CTs, but you have to remember this is CT side Nuke in a pug environment, right? There's absolutely equal chance that Team Edward gives this right back to them in the next half. So Team Maikelele, they need to stay focused if they want to win this one and make sure they close out this half strong. Don't let this go 10-5, 11-4, none of that. If they want to give themselves the best chance possible, they need to make sure that they stay focused for the rest of this half.
Slow approach from Team Edward. 50 seconds left on the clock as they're slowly starting to group up.
And crucially as well, they've gone for the hard read here. They're playing 2 down towards B and 2 players towards ramp. So you can see where the setup is here, and that's exactly where Team Edward's going as they hop out. Edward jumps around the corner. He hard clears Boros, and that is an opening kill. It's a massive one as Warrow finds the headshot onto Maus as well, but there is still players down here in the B site, but they're clearing everything. It doesn't even matter. The full stack for Team Maikelele is not enough. Can Maikelele be the one to make the difference? No, Simple finds him, And despite the fact that Team Maikelele stacked 4 players specifically for this ramp and B play, Team Edward wins out on every single gunfight across the map.
That was sick. From the start with Edward, where it looked like it was awkward, uncomfortable, Boros should have been able to leave them all more bruised than fruit, Davey. Instead, he just flicks up, see you later. Next POV, battered, battered, battered. Outrageous scenes. Devil Walk, the only one that's still here. If he wants to do something obscene, it will mostly just be taking weapons out of their hand, but they've exited together. No chance other than the peek onto Warrow. Makes it through with 42 HP and a second round in the bag for his team.
And this is that situation that starts to get a little bit scary for them. You can see they're going to go down to almost no money here. There's some players who are going to keep some in the bank. You see Rowland with 26. Devil Walk, yeah, he's not going to have a whole lot in this one either. So now, this is the exact situation I was talking about. In those, when the money's tight like that and you're winning rounds closely, it can go from a 10-1 scoreline to a 10-5 like that. And all of a sudden you feel like you're invincible, you're unstoppable, they can't take a round off of you. And then all of a sudden, the score going into the half is way closer than it needed to be. And even right there, honestly, you can't blame the read. I don't know who made the call. We'll just assume it's Devil Walk because that's what we've been doing all day. That he made the call for the stack towards B and ramp, and it was the perfect call. They had everything set up exactly how they wanted to. They couldn't have played the round better, but in the end, Team Edward just gets all the headshots.
That's the most important bit. Reload as well there for Maikelele. Translates his location across. Devil Walk. Walking up. Ooh. Close quarters. He still wins it. Drops the molly as well and backs up towards the side. Devil Walk could do so much damage. The pre-fire. Tried to control the spray. He's slain by SDY. One man at a time down the vent, please.
Boros knows there was a man here towards Big Garage, so you can see he's watching for it, but they've gone down the vent, and Boros, the timing's actually perfect for him. Is he going to go for this, though? That's the main question. Does he even want to take this risk? It looks like he does, Jack.
He's gone straight down. Boros, always so good with the timings. It feels like he really does get blessed into these sort of situations. Goes charging on out. He's bypassed them. They don't know that he's in the back line. They've shut the door as well and made their move up towards window.
Yeah, he doesn't have a smoke, though, so there's really no way for him to actually get the defuse off here. If he can get this double kill, if he can somehow find this timing where he gets both, yeah, Simple knows it, you see, so he's just falling back. Perfect play from Simple. The only win condition for Boros there is if he kills both of those players inside of control. That's the only way he can win that one. So Simple, once his teammate goes down, jumps out the window, makes sure he gives his teammate time to rotate in from ramp, as well as find the ideal fight for him to land that op shot. So Team Edward putting 3 on the board, and a half that was looking very, very convincing for Team Maikelele. Now, all of a sudden, looking like Team Edward could be making the comeback. They win that CT pistol, Jack. All of a sudden, we're staring down a 10-8 scoreline from a 10-1.
Exactly. With the flow of cash that they've got going into the last few rounds, this 3 could very quickly become 5. And a 10-5 half is manageable. Especially then, you're the ones that get to play CT side, Nuke. For Bondic, he'll be able to secure the opening pick. Boros, again, up to his old tricks, going for the push round towards lobby. Deagle in his palms. Here's the AK and the reload. Good timing on the face and can snatch the gun.
Oh, and the perfect bait as well as Maikelele walks around the corner and finds Edward trying to trade that one back onto Boros. And he couldn't believe his luck. He just walked straight through ramp into lobby and catches a man reloading in the entrance. It doesn't get much better than that. As now, full outside control was taken as a response, and Mao's actually flicked over, did a decent amount of damage. And there's 3 guns in play. Round's the only one with the armor. And he went for the force into this one, right? He got the M4 and the light armor, but he hasn't even gotten into a fight yet in this round. So we take a look, and it looks like Rowland's actually down on the B site. It looks like he's behind the boxes. Oh, no, he's actually up top, so they're going to come ramp. I mean, he's going to get the fights. That's for sure. It's not going to be... It's not the most fun position to be in, though.
Ooh. Flick across to the left. They try and peek together, but they're basically given the 1v1s he wanted. He strips Simple down to 25. SDY with the smoke plant. Has the hard commit to get it off. Maikelele on the reposition. Round towards the econ. Simple debating where the next peek is going to come from. Looks like he might have seen a bit of skin there.
See, in Maikelele, if he was trying to bait to give his teammates space here, and that's exactly what he did, but Simple gets tagged just down to 9. They spotted Maikelele out into the site. Flash comes in from ramp, so now Maikelele has the info, but he doesn't have a kit and he doesn't have armor.
Oh, Simple. Straight through the wall with 9 HP. Confident as ever. 10-4. The last buy for Team Maikelele as we get into the last round of the half. A 10-5 is exactly what the doctor ordered for Team Edwards.
And no kits going into this last round as well. So post plant's not going to be fun. Rowland relegated to just the Deagle. He did manage to get one with that M4 last round, but like I was saying, because he had to worry about the potential play through the windows in B, he had to tuck himself away in the corner, which meant he was completely exposed. Oh, as Boros catches Bondic right as he quick switches. We've all been there.
Bad habits. Bad habits, Davey. It means he dies hard as he goes down. 4 versus 5 into the round. Rallen with the Deagle playing on the front of the smoke. Simple, paranoid about the peak coming out.
And now they know there's at least 2 out here. That player in Big Garage going to be big. Oh, Maikelele! He's been struggling today and doesn't able to find the shot onto Waro as with just 3 HP. Young Ukrainian survives. Oh, and there's Simple to find Edward as well, but Boros from B comes up, finds the perfect timing, and gets a double.
Started the round off, and now leading by example. Devil Walk with the timing, catches it onto Edward as he backs up all on Simple, but just a tap from Devil Walk denies the 5th round and means it will be 11-4 on the first half.
Yeah, and the classic Devil Walk versus Simple rivalry.
Yeah, still going.
It's lucky for us that, since Devil Walk's retirement as a player, we haven't got to see this, this clashing of titans that we were so used to and spoiled by in the past.
The thing is, they're both so huge, they make each other look normal sized.
Exactly. See, the only nades being purchased here by Maikelele, 5 armor on the CT side.
That's all they want.
Yeah, they're just like, hey, we're just going to try to shoot everybody. Oh, Boros with the P250 gets a little tag onto Simple, and Simple's like, you know what? That hurt a little bit more than it should have if that was just a Glock.
Oh, Boros lines up the headshot as he pops off with the P250. Waro 2K took a bit of time to line up the shot with the USP, but we'll stop him. 4 versus 4. Waro the only one that's really taken damage. Rallen with the break onto the vent. Bondic on the elevated angle. They know where he is, but he's just going to go running straight in. Oh, it's getting a bit risky. Not exactly what you want to see. Edward, he claps back, and Bondic finally stops Rallen. So just Miles and Devil Walk left, shuts the door because he's a polite young lad, and does damage onto Devil Walk as well. So just Miles now in a 1v4.
Oh, and what a round from Bondic. Again now, back to their old ways. They win the CT pistol. It actually started off well for Team Maikelele with Boros finding that opening pick outside onto Simple. Hit the P250, but that play from Bondic from top hut, just very aggressive. Drops down into the door. We had a little bit of a door stuck moment. In the end, he finds the headshots, and it is going to be the second half pistol going the way of Team Edward. Now, this has been a bit of a trend here for Team Maikelele on these second rounds. They go for the save. They don't buy the pistol armor, but they buy all Deagles so that even next round they don't really have a good buy.
Yeah.
So it's just like, I feel like if you're going to buy the Deags like this, you might as well invest in the armor and give yourself a better chance, or you just go for the Glocks, right?
It's either or rather than this, I feel like. It's not working too well for them at the minute either. Couple of tags, but no real conversions off the back of them. Oh, Devil Walk.
He's feeling it.
God damn, king of the Deags. Maikelele, the only one with a P250. He'll tuck into the corner whilst Rallen recovers the bomb. Devil Walk now upgrades onto the M4 as well.
There is one player down here. That is SDY inside of the windows. Only has the MP9, but no armor for the Ts means that the MP9's fairly effective.
Yeah.
And Rowland's going back towards ramp as well with the bomb. So the play is going to be towards B, and there is only one man down here. That is SDY. He's inside of the windows again with that MP9. There is one quick rotation. That's Waro inside of main. He'll be able to drop down the vent fairly quickly when this hit comes out, as they're now working their way in. It's Devil Walk. He's looking for him. They've spotted him on the stairs, and Devil Walk wants to go aggressive, thinks better of it.
Flashbang wastes the time. SDY swings wide, cuts his way through to him on the MP9. It's all down to Devil Walk to finish things off. 1 versus 4. Has a rough idea of where they're coming from. They jump on the bomb to try and force his hand. Lines it up as the doors swing open for him. He sprays his way through one. No time for the switch to the pistol. Bondit collapses on him. And that's the round. Secured for Team Edward, 6-11.
That's pretty good, to be honest. That bomb plant means they actually do get a decent buy into this one. They're going to get the AKs, the full nades. Mouse is the only one who's not going to have enough for the full util. So that bomb plant actually comes in huge for him. And it all started off the back of that 1D from Devil Walk towards ramp.
King Devil Walk.
Yep.
17 kills right now. Not just a pretty face, David.
No. But he does have that.
Oh, yes. Yeah. Beautiful. Is that just for a little kiss for Devil Walk? No?
What do you mean?
I don't know.
Okay.
Sorry, mate. I must have imagined it.
Yeah.
Waro, though, trying to give some love taps out with the M4, but Boros has already bypassed him towards Secret. Oh, Waro had no idea on the re-extension round the corner. Simple wants a piece of the action.
Oh, so does Mouse. He finds that pick, and that's out a sight. Bondit going down. So they have full sight control now. Mouse has walked all the way out. You see there's one player towards ramp, one in Secret, and then Simple here in CT. Smoke to isolate him as well. If anyone's going to hit that, it is Simple, isn't it? Like,
yeah, I had full faith, honestly.
I really did. I was surprised when he missed.
Yeah.
Ooh, now he does find Boros. So a 5v3 retake on A. And it's looking like a possibility. Simple changing his position as well. He is going to go up towards Heaven. For a second, I thought he was going to work his way towards Lobby. Yeah, they decided to go for this one.
Double flash him. Simple on the peak. Clearing round towards the vent. They've got to isolate these fights soon. Wide swing from Maikelele. Goes down hard like a ton of bricks. The barrel's been seen as well, so Mouse can flick up onto him. And it's just Edward. With 7 seconds, there's nothing you can do but scurry away. Oh, that's if he even gets out. Not going to happen as Rallen knocks his lights off.
When that was a round that very seriously was looking like Team Edward was going to clot back. Simple again. 2 kills on the op. Finds the lurk outside from Boros as he tried to sneak through the smoke. Simple was wise to it. Second pick as well on HUD on that retake. And you're thinking at that point, 3 versus 2. It's all about just timing your peaks, working together. And in the end, they just weren't able to find it. Weren't able to make it work.
Right, what is going on with Team Maikelele at some point in every game giving each other a love tap? Why is Boros on 82?
Yeah, just for fun. It's for good luck, I guess.
Yeah, I suppose.
Or maybe like Devil Walk, since obviously he's controlling everybody. He's at one point, maybe he's like watching Maikelele and he's like being him at that point.
I see, right.
And he thinks to slash his knife, but then mentally he's already switched to Rallen, so then Rallen accidentally hits Boros. It's the whole thing.
Yeah, I suppose, you know, I mean, we can't imagine how much different and how hard these little barriers are for him being hooked up on the neural link.
Exactly.
Edward linking bullets to faces, though, as he comes round the corner onto Boros. Waro with the deagle realizes there's an entire army round the corner, so he'll scurry off.
Yeah, they spotted 3 towards ramp, so big information for Waro. They also knew that Edward was the ramp player, and the fact that he got that kill in B meant they knew ramp was weak, which is why you saw them progress their way over there. And now they're working their way up hell as well, and there's 2 players down in the B site. That is Edward, and by the looks of it, Simple's down there as well, yeah. So they want to go up into Heaven here, and it's all about, you know, do they go up the ladder or do they go around? They're going to go up the ladder. Oh, and it's going to come down to timing. SDY, he must have heard something. They must have made noise on the ladder, and Waro's taking a bunch of damage, and now they're making their way towards CT, and this is an awkward fight. He catches the bullets in the face through the wall, and can he flick over and find Rallen? He does on just 11 HP. And this was an absolutely crazy round. Look at all the damage being done, but no kills found for the T's.
A nail biter. Team Edward, they're still surviving for the fights. With no real time to work with, your best bet is to do just this. Tuck in, save the guns, and hope that you can hold on to them. Maikelele role-playing as a CT.
As he does.
Yeah, it's a common thing.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if you know, he's actually famous GTA RP role player.
Yeah, he actually cosplays,
yeah.
fully dressed up as a CTSAS model.
Yeah, and like he does, like, you know, like the big like cops and robbers thing on GTA roleplay, but he doesn't. Obviously, he's on the side of the police, but he makes them all call him a CT.
I see.
Not a police officer.
It's always quite confusing when he joins a new community for the first time.
Yeah.
Classic Maikelele.
I know.
Yeah. That's why we're here, David. These little known tidbits that people
don't
wouldn't
know
realise.
about this.
Exactly, yeah, people wouldn't realise. Freiburg, all black socks. Maikelele, CT side GTA RP.
Yep. What would they do without us?
I don't know. And what are Team Edward going to do to try and keep that scoreline growing? 12-7 at the minute. Oh, Mouse with a pre-fire around the corner towards Ram. That's Edward in the back line. He recovers well, sprays his way through two of them, controls it for the third, and he is raising hell on the back of Ramp. HE's going to go in as well. It's just Rallen. Stepping left and right, grabs the slate, but he's been wiped clean out.
Even when Edward gets caught completely out of position, doesn't matter. He's like, and swing, and headshot, thank you, spray control for the third, and another headshot, please. Just, he has been, I've been so thoroughly impressed with how he's been playing. Obviously, we haven't seen him in the Tier 1 scene for a while. And to see that he's still got the aim, like, don't get me wrong, he did get caught out of position there. That did happen, but hey, if you can recover and land all the shots, then it doesn't really matter.
Oh, yeah. He's got good mechanics, mate. That's what it goes down to. Seems like we've lost one player from Team Maikelele, so I imagine we'll just take a bit of a pause, get that sorted out, and then getting things back on track for the grand final.
Rallen's gone.
Yeah. Rallen's gone. Sun's crying.
Yeah. Hate it when that happens.
It's always the worst, mate.
See, this is the one right here. Boros could have won this round. It was actually like, it's a really heads-up play by Simple to actually jump out the window and make sure he takes like a good fight, you know?
I like how these all sort of seem like Boros highlights.
Yeah.
Oh, some of the ragdolls we've had have been unreal. Yeah. Ooh. I like that. Put a little draft in.
I was really tempted to scream "door stuck" when he fell down, and it was right at that moment. I think it was Mouse who was behind. It was either Mouse or Realm was behind the door, and he went to close it. Yeah. Right as Bondic fell into it, so Bondic couldn't go forward, and the door didn't close. It was a whole thing, and I was like, "Door stuck!"
Yeah, please, I beg you.
Yeah. I wanted to scream it, but then I was like, you know what? It's just not it, is it?
No. So I was really hoping that when we had the Freiburg games, he was going to get like a big man spray, just to, you know, finally have that dream of yelling Freiburg at the top of your lungs as loud as possible. Something I've always wanted my whole life.
Yeah.
You get close, but you never quite get the real one. Seems like everyone's back in.
Everyone's back in. The HUD's all sorted out.
Yeah, get that fixed up. Thanks, James.
Everything's all perfect.
He's still on production.
Oh, yeah.
People don't he's been running all over the shop. Penguin keeper, you know, graphic maker, button pusher, host commentator.
Game delayer.
Yeah. The classics.
Oh, Jack.
What have you got for me,
Nothing.
mate? Nothing. I thought you had something there when you
I've got
let
nothing.
back. No?
I've got nothing.
Like Ian Bill, you got nothing left.
No, I'm really, it's just, there was things, and then I was like, you can't say those things.
No.
No.
Silly.
Yeah.
Well, it won't matter.
Thank
it
God.
Seems like the game's sorted out, everything back in line. 3 Deagles pulled out. 1 P250 for Devil Walk, and Maikelele still just sticking to the Glock.
Yep, a little bit of armor for Rallen as well. He wants to go aggressive up on top of the box. Does some damage. Takes a little bit himself. Catches the timing on the player dropping off of the silo. But just not able to find these kills just yet. We see him pre-firing the corners. He's got the info. He knows where they are, but he's just, you know, it's one of those fights. It's just a little awkward.
It is, yeah, just a little bit. Simple as well, unexpected peek as he comes flying out from secret and makes them disappear like a magician. Everyone's going down. It's just Rallen that remains with 22 HP, and the blaze will be put out.
And Waro finally gets his eco.
That's what he wanted.
Yeah, he was out there, he was tapping, he was pre-firing, he was doing his best, and he just, they were being difficult.
Yeah.
They didn't want to give it to him. But in the end, he found it.
Rude, really, isn't it?
Yeah. And Maikelele now on the T side of Nuke, bringing out the op for the first time.
All right, let's get the Maikelele POV. See what he does with the eyes of Kazimov.
We didn't see a whole lot of opping on the CT side either. We did see a little bit. We saw Boros inside of Trophy Room the one round with it. But overall, there hasn't been a whole lot of opping, which, I mean, it is Nuke, so that makes sense. And there's the pick. Maikelele finds the opening. That's Waro, who is playing towards CT. Drops at the hands of Maikelele, and Simple. Look at the confidence here. Playing on this angle with the M4. He knows he's up against an op, but he doesn't care. Lands the kill onto Boros. Of course, Boros got one as well onto SDY before he went down. So there is still the advantage for the T's here. But not a lot of utility to close it out. Info gained as well there. Drop onto Hut. They would have heard that. Devil Walk. Oh, he's hearing all of this. So this could be a kill for him. Not too confident in taking the fight, as Bondic is, as he finds a kill onto Mouse. And now they're swinging onto Devil Walk. Oh, and he's stuck. He's smoked off. Maikelele drops outside to Edward. And Rowland's down in B, but overall, the CTs have really brought this one back.
They've got the round in the palm of their hands. Just need to close the fist. And for Devil Walk, he knows time's tight. Still got to make his move round towards B with a bomb. He's scared about the peaks, doesn't know what angles are going to be in play from the CTs. Can he do something crazy here? Ooh. Gets a little bit stuck, but recovers himself. Runs down with the blade out now to link up with his teammate. It's Simple himself, up on the elevated angle. Sees the smoke, spams through it. Has to come off the bomb, tags him in the foot, switches to the USP. Devil Walk, has he been seen, tagging to the body, and rips him down.
Yeah, Simple was just in the perfect position to deny that. Once he had the information, they were both there in the double doors. They dropped that smoke to try to get the plant, but not going to be done from where Simple was playing. Even if he stuck the plant, that spray from Simple through the smoke would have taken him out. So Team Edward now on the CT side again, feeling a lot like Mirage. Of course, that time they did the comeback on the T side, but right now, Team Maikelele, they're just struggling to pick up T rounds, and that is what can happen. Especially in a pug environment like this, it can be very difficult to do. Nuke's already CT-sided enough.
Waro. Playing with the smoke. Out towards CT blue. Boros not expecting the potential punishing peak. And that's the attrition advantage already. So you can play your cards closer to your chest. Don't really need to go for the fights, but Simple. He'll swing wide. Bondic as well. Even with the timing not being on his side, he still surprises. Devil Walk the last to go down. Now, Davey, from what scoreline this was, we've ground it all the way back to a 12-11 split.
Yeah, I said that in the first half, that when you're up 10-1 like that, right, it feels like you're absolutely dominating. It feels like you're going to win the game, confidence is flowing, everything's great. Then you lose the one. It's like, okay, and then second round you lose, it's real close, 10-3. And it's like, oh, now we're on eco. Oh, God. They actually ended up winning that eco, 10-3, but then they lost the following round, so it didn't really matter. And from 10-1 to 11-4, CT side Nuke, if you lose that pistol, like I said, you're very much on the back foot at that point once the gun rounds start coming out, and that is what happened to them. They've been able to grab 2, which is pretty impressive. But still, I mean, Team Edward has all the money in the world. Look at all that look at the bank they have.
Yeah, mate. The funds are there, the money in place. And already 2 players put in their place as they go down to the 4 versus 4. Edward's team needs this. Mao's waiting for the lurk out through lobby in case anyone comes and knock him. Passes back to Flashbang. Bondic will be the force point of contact. Focus up towards the elevated angle right now. Skylight flash comes over. One on the closed door as well from Maikelele. It seems like it's just a bit of a ruse. Won't matter though as Maikelele's on snooze. Finished off by Simple. Now they've got to speed things up. Waro's in position though, so they run into the brick wall. He's got backup from his teammate, but he won't even need it. 4K for Waro.
I was going to say, potentially tragic situation there for Team Edward. They just over-rotated a little bit. They had 2 players down in B in that 4 versus 4, and it looked like Team Maikelele was going to make the play over towards A, but Simple being there with the off, they'd already decided they were going to kind of fake A and go back to ramp, and like you said, even if Waro didn't just spray down all of them and get those 3 kills, there was a second player tucked away in the corner there who was going to guarantee the round. So now we're all tied up. And on the CT side, Team Edward looking very convincing. Nade stack towards Mini gets Waro, and Devilwalk actually finds the opening onto Edward. So they have control of ramp. They have that player out of the door. Oh, and SDY, he's stuck, he's burning. He gets saved by Simple, smoking out that Molotov, but it's not going to matter. They're all dropped, and this is the round. This is the round that Team Maikelele is able to win.
Somehow, some way, this is the one where they had the confidence to pick it up. Bondic in the 1 versus 5. They've got so much money. All of them could be donning the 5 Rolexes on 1 wrist if they want to. And Rallen, he charges straight in, won't even give a chance for Bondic to potentially make a play. Finishes off the round and grabs the 13th for them. Leading by 1 once again. But like I was saying, the funds are there. So Edward's team, they can rebuy. They're going to be happy with what they've got. Simple on the AWP as well.
And then that round started off with that nade stack over towards main, finding the opening onto Waro. And the big kill from that round early on was Devilwalk finding that opening onto Edward towards ramp. He's been playing very aggressive, very confidently, just swinging, and Devilwalk punished it. And this time, they try to flash him through the smoke, but Bondic reads it. Peeks out, full blind, does get the kill onto Mouse as he starts to swing through.
Wanted to hit him with the tempo play, but he's just been slain. 50 HP on Boros as well. With him and Devilwalk in a bit of a rough spot. Won't really matter though. It seems like it's reinvigorated him as he swings onto SDY. Bondic with the spray was hoping to stop him there, but he gets away.
I can't believe Boros got out from that corner. That vent is so spammable. 1 bullet through the corner of that vent would have been enough to take him out, but Bondic just didn't have the ammo. So Boros escapes. Ooh, and the tag from Maikelele. That was quick. Dropping Edward to 28 as Edward has to drop himself into the B-bomb site. Simple's gone down as well. Oh, there's a full rotation down to B. All 4 CTs are down here, Jack.
It's a 4-on-4 bust up for control of the B site. Simple on the off angle, Pixel sniffing and ready to hit a heavy one. The hurty-verty as Devilwalk goes down. Maikelele on the other end of things, it's up to him now. In a 1 versus 3, knows there's a player towards the back line, keeps his attention, and that's Bondic with 4 frags to tie the game, 13 apiece.
And that's one of those ones that was actually a massive over-rotation from Team Edward. Once that 1 player gets tagged and ramp and Edward drops, everybody, I don't want to say panic rotates, but the entire CT team went to different spots and rotated down into B. You had players through Secret, Simple down the vent, Edward down the ramp. They all went to B, and Team Maikelele just not expecting such an aggressive rotation. They run straight into the full stack. And I don't believe that was on purpose. I think that was a bit of a miscomm that just happened to work out perfectly, to be honest with you.
Simple, lying in wait. Timing on it means they were able to jump across, but as Mouse re-peeks with a nade in his hand, it will be a costly defeat as he goes down. Edward with the peek as well, can clear out against Boros. So that's 2 big players removed from Team Maikelele.
And Devilwalk has to jump out, and you can see in these mid-rounds, the Team Maikelele, they're sort of looking around at each other like, okay, what are we going to do now? You know, Simple's got the op at ramp, all right. Edward was there too. Now they don't know if Simple's still posted on the angle, right? So they're going to need to try to sacrifice 1 person. It was Devilwalk, and he swung out, but they saw Simple wasn't there. So now that gives them a little bit more confidence to start moving forward. You might see Maikelele look for an opening with the op, or potentially. It is going to be Devilwalk entering in. That smoke actually going to help out Edward on low HP. He's able to find the kill as Devilwalk tries to run through the smoke. Jump on top from Maikelele. Finds him 1 and a quick shot onto the second as well. Edward drops. It is still a 2 versus 3, and a player's already rotated down into B.
Maikelele, does he realize there's 1 more man on the close right? Molotov off the corner.
Bomb's going heaven. Rallen's made his way over towards hell, and he's going up into heaven. There's one player in lobby. Oh, and the Molly doing a ton of damage to Waro as well. The only player here is a man inside of hut. Rallen planting that bomb. They're coming up the vent. They're pushing forward. Can Maikelele help him? No, he's going to drop. It is just Rallen. He finds the first, pulls out the Molotov, and SDY makes sure he gets the trade. So even though there was some heroics from Maikelele there towards ramp, it wasn't enough in the end, and Team Edward get 14.
14 on the board. They've made it their first. 1 away from match point. 2 away from being the Kinguin Legends, from taking the 2-1 victory. Team Maikelele with the reinvestment. The cash wasn't there to pick up the orb, the scope that's been beneficial in a few of these rounds for Maikelele.
With that bomb plant, they do have the money to buy though, and that's crucial. Going to be able to get all these AKs in. Molotov towards main is going to sort of force the CT back towards outside. And Boros, he's walking through the smoke, but Waro's aware of it. He's holding forward. He's watching it, and an uncharacteristic miss from Simple.
Oh!
Makes up for it. Maikelele drops through the smoke, and that gap, that missed smoke, is going to be the thing that punishes them as Waro finds his second. Rallen drops. Can Mouse do something incredible? Can he do something heroic? He makes his way out of the hut. He's looking up. Oh, and he can't find anything. Bondic peeks out on the perfect timing, and now it is just Devil Walk. 1 versus 5. Jack and Simple's going to put him down, put him out of his misery.
Of course he will. Simple striving for success as he's making plays that make me feel ill. 15-13. Team Edward 1 away from winning the whole event and being crowned your champions here. And Team Maikelele, they've not got the best buy to work with. Maikelele himself just on the max 10, looking like easy E in the 29th round.
And remember, at the end of this game, Simple will be 1v1ing the winning captain, whoever that may be. And right now, it's looking like it's going to be Edward, his own teammate. But unless Devil Walk has something to say about it, finds the entry again towards ramp and takes him down. Now, they're starting to early rotate again. Waro's already here. Finds Boros. Devil Walk going aggressive with Mouse. Actually, finds a second of the round. Can't get the third as Bondic answers back, and it's Rallen in the 1v2 to save this game.
Can he keep a minute to win it? Or is this where it's all over? Bomb plant coming out from Rallen. Does he expect the push? Does he know where they're going to be facing him from? Spam onto SDY. Rips him down to 30 HP. He's barely surviving. Nade through the door. That'll take him out. It's just on this then. Simple with a Mac 10 of all weapons. Has he got a gangster play up his sleeve? No. Rallen leaves his skull all over his jeans like Ed Hardy.
That's a situation where Simple switched out from the op to a Mac 10 and very immediately was regretting that decision there once it got down to the 1v1. That HE from Rallen was perfect. And again, it's actually Devil Walk opening up the rounds. Aggressive towards ramp, finds the pick onto Edward. And every single time they get that pick on ramp, Team Maikelele is just running down into B, and Team Edward fast rotating. Oh, but this is a fast A play for the first time.
They've just gone for it. They're barreling into the site. The frags are all going their way. Everyone's gone down. It's just Waro and Edward left. If they can't find a way to pick up this 2v5, we're going into an overtime for the third map of our grand final. Waro waiting in the vent, debating when he wants to peek. Player on the close left needs to clear the right as well. One extends on, turns, almost hits the shot, and now it's just left on the captain himself. He can't muster it up as the Galil pops off. 15-15, we're in the OT.
And the absolute balls to the wall call there right at the end of the game, right at the end of the half. For the first time in the game, Team Maikelele goes for the fast A rush, and Team Edward was just not ready for it. The flashes were perfect, the A players were blind, and we are going to see the pause come in as we get our second overtime of the event, second overtime of the series, and our final overtime of the day. The winner of this one wins the whole thing.
It's all on this. If you want to make some plays that will leave you immortalized here in the Kinguin Legends tournament, it has to be done in the space of these next 6 rounds, Davey. It's all on the OT. No excuses for buys. No Mac 10s need to be donned. Everyone's got cash to invest.
And now we see, right, the full util for the CTs. Like you said, full util for the Ts. What is the call going to be? We know that Team Maikelele has found success getting that entry towards ramp. Edward has been taken down quite a few times from Devil Walk, so when they try to go outside, they really haven't been able to get anything going. It's been the ramp plays, and of course at the end of the half there, the fast A play. Oh, and it looks, ooh, for a second I thought they were going to do it again. It looked like they were running it back. Wouldn't have been a bad call in the situation when you take a look at the radar.
Could have been huge, but they called it quits. Devil Walk taking a tag of damage as well. He gets licked onto 82. Exchange of nades. Little bit of damage here and there.
Smoke got dropped for him as well. I believe it was the teammate from Heaven threw that one down to make sure Bondic can continuously re-smoke that door. Timing's perfect for him. Boris goes down as he's looking for that pick out of hut. Bondic finds the headshot. And again, you know, these slow plays from Team Maikelele just haven't been working for them throughout this half. It's been the fast plays towards ramp or the fast plays at A. That's been the only thing really where they found success.
It's all on the tempo for him.
Yeah.
Seem reluctant to do it. Maikelele not wanting to make noise with the bomb. Gets up close to pass it to his teammate. Sprays out through hut. Hut close in the tight left angle towards Squeaky still.
That's at least 4 smokes this round that have gone out to door. It might even be 5. I think Edward probably used his at ramp. But that's 4 smokes on that door throughout this whole round. And that's just a nightmare. It's a nightmare to have to deal with.
The nade and the molly. Everything being used to control Squeaky.
Jesus.
Smoke out at least to block off the face from the CTs. Bondic trying to work with his teammates. Smokes galore. They're still coming up, but the bullets are going to land as Edward and Bondic do damage. Mao's the only one left, but short-lived as he's removed from the equation. And the first round of OT goes to Team Edward.
And Team Maikelele spent that whole round just like waiting to try to get out the door and make that play. And they just got choked out completely by the smokes. Then once the last smoke's gone and finally they're like, okay guys, 30 seconds, we can make this play out. Ah, nade and molly, right in my face. It's just awful.
At the very least, we do get the AWP battle once again. Simple on the CT side, Maikelele of course being on the T side, and they've gone for the tempo play. They go running straight out towards A. Bondic on the hut. He's going to be able to pop off for one. SDY aids him as well. As he drops down, it's not looking good, but he recovers. Rallen waiting for the face as he comes around the corner. 2 versus 3 then. Nade on the back of the site. That'll tag SDY. Oh, Warro just pops up out of nowhere. And Maikelele still got to find the frags on the orb. Had the body shot lined up, but it falls through.
So close, yeah, just that sort of that crouch strafe sideways. Just doing Maikelele in right at the end. He wasn't able to connect that shot. Now we do see 4 AKs coming out, so they're all right. This is what I was talking about on the T side. As long as if you don't invest in the ops, you will be able to buy all 3 rounds. Of course, Maikelele having invested in the op last round means he is relegated to the MAC 10. And will this be the fast play again? That's the main question. It almost worked for him. If the spacing was just like a little bit better, then potentially could have been something as Maikelele tries to go fast through main, and it is simple at ramp, but Boros puts him down, and Edward can't get the response. 2 kills going the way of the T's at ramp, and they are running down to B yet again. We've seen this time and time again this game.
Straight into the B site, jumping in through the window though. Boros with the AWP, not going to be able to find any delight. Mao's on the headshot angle, hits one before Warro trades it. And Rallen, he's got to rally the troops right now. Tucked into ramp, looking for the headshot. A spray that doesn't land. Playing with the timing, knows the smoke's towards the door. Will they expect him to flank up through the back? The timing on it is tight, but SDY down and out in the 1v1 now. Time ticking away, 18 seconds left on the clock. Warro 2K, he's going to be pushing in. His barrel will give it away, and that's the frag for Rallen.
Yeah, Warro didn't know which side of the door he went to. It looked like he got the call that he had pushed towards the stairs, maybe up towards the windows, because he was so convinced he was on that left side. But he guessed wrong. Rallen had made his way up, and he walks through the door and finds that final frag. Massive play from Rallen. We've seen clutches from him. That's 2 now. Back-to-back right at the end of the halves. Of course, he was the one who won that round to send them into the overtime as well. Massive clutch plays from him and 29 kills on the board.
The behemoth of the B site, it seems. Making monstrous moves in rounds that matter most. We're into the second half of the OT. As tight as it can be, really, in the grand scheme of things. Warro 2K, this time going to be opening up with the AWP on the T side, taking it off of Simple.
Yeah, obviously an opera himself, right? So it's not like, of course, Simple is the GOAT, so you can understand why generally you want the op in Simple's hands. Of course, T-side of Nuke, not necessarily the most fun map to op on.
Edward's furious with that fire.
And he's like, how dare you? How dare you
just
throw
tap
this
me?
at me? Ugh. And
Get
Devil
away.
Walk would have been hearing that as well.
Yeah, he knows now.
Yeah.
He's felt it through his fingertips.
That's so true.
He's just got burned.
Ow. Too bad this aloe vera plant isn't real.
No, I know. Will there be some more ouchies, though, from Devil Walk? As he's the one striving for success on the peak. SDY's gone. Rallen.
So they don't know that they're down secret. Oh, they should now. Rallen again, just so fortunate. Both players could have been losing their lives so quickly in that situation. Devil Walk still tucked away at the back of Garage, but he's just being a nuisance. He's preventing them from crossing to heaven, and you can see they are going to try to collapse on him. And when they do, Rallen's going to come through the smoke. Oh, he can't find the frags. Devil Walk's the one to get it. Gets his third of the round. Can he get the fourth? Waro trades it, but still 3 kills for Devil Walk inside of Big Garage. And there's the fourth as Mouse sneaks up secret. Bondic out on the A site, 1 versus 2. Jack with the bomb is in such a bad position, and Boros finishes him off with the op.
17-17, tied up in a neat little package here. 2 rounds left. Win them both, it's done. It's dusted. You're crowned the champions. Trade these 1 apiece, we go to a double OT. And with the way this game's going, Davey, it's too close to call.
Oh, it absolutely is, man. This has been so back and forth. This is the first time in the playoffs where we see like a really good game of Counter-Strike from both teams, right? No blowout on any map. Both teams playing good CS. It's just, this has been an unbelievable grand final to this event.
A show match to remember in the way it's been played. The individual skill has been through the roof, man.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And now Boros, he has the op towards ramp, and they would have known this from last round because he did get that final kill. So they should be aware that Boros had the op in ramp, so they shouldn't walk too far forward. They don't want to give up anything for free. As it looks like there's a couple of them making their way over there, and yeah, they're grouping up here. The question is, do they flash him off this angle, as it is going to be the 4-man group?
Boros, can he bust them up? Can he lay the smack down? Is he ready for the peak to come round? Fast flick, hits the head of Bondic. Re-peek out onto Simple as well. Wipes the floor with him. He knows SDY's coming, and the AK will clap back. 2 kills for him, leading the charge for Team Edward. But at the minute, it's just him and Waro left breathing.
And he has the bomb. He's going down towards B, making a lot of noise, breaking the glass, dropping the smoke. Now he's just trying to create space for Waro. He's outside. He's working his way towards heaven, and SDY loses out. Mouse drops down and lands the headshot, and that is a massive frag. All 3 CTs here. They have the bomb. They know where Waro is. He's trapped in a corner, and that is going to be round 18, going the way of Team Maikelele. Waro, he's stuck between the fire, and he doesn't have the fireproof boots, Jack. He's not going to be able to make his way in there as they just drop utility on top of him.
Tries to fight fire with fire, literally, but at the minute he needs to extinguish them with the AK. Goes in for the spray. Mouse has gone, jumps round the corner with 6 seconds left. There's no chance as Devil Walk takes him out of commission. 18th round on the board, 1 away from Team Maikelele taking the tournament.
Yeah, even if Waro found that kill onto Devil Walk, like you said, 7 seconds remaining, and Maikelele had gone, he was gone. He had made a run for it. He was over towards Secret. He was like, no, no, no. I'm not going to give you even a chance to kill me. He got out of there. Good heads-up play as Team Maikelele back on tournament point now, 18-17. Can they do it again? Can they win both of these overtimes? They did it last map. They need to do it again here.
And Team Maikelele were in this position. They went for the rapid pace. They bombarded their way in through Heart, and it paid off. Team Edward taking a slower, more methodical approach. Playing for the split and pick. Ready for the aggression to potentially come towards lobby. But Maikelele's boys, they're not messing about now, Davey. They're playing safe.
And the T's, they didn't get to bring a whole lot of utility into this one. Bondic still has his full nade set. See the molly and the flash on Simple, but just 1 smoke remaining for the T's here. That limits where they can go pretty significantly, right? If you want to go out towards A, the smoke has to come into main, and that's it. They've used it, and they've been choked out. They've been stuffed, Jack. The nades from the CTs have stopped them, and now they're running out of options. If they want to go A into the late round, they're not going to have any nades for it. So you can see the reposition towards outside, but again, no smokes to help the cross. It's going to come down to the raw aim fights.
You got to hit heads. You've got to take each member of Team Maikelele, tuck them in, put them to bed. There's nothing else that you can do. With Bondic down on 22 HP, confidence seeming to be rising for the CTs, things could get dicey quite quickly. Smoke thrown out. The time's so tight. 25 seconds left.
There's no way. The crossfires are in. The aggressive play towards Hut. It's a flank towards door. The bomb goes down, and there's Rowland to secure it. It is going to be SDY and Edward. They have to do something massive. They have to do something magical. SDY, with no time on the board, he's not even going to be able to make it. It's over. It's done. It's dusted. This is going to be the game. Going to... Oh, wait. No way.
Wait.
No. Okay. Dude, it was right as it went from 4. It was right as it switched from 4 to 3, and I was like, wait a minute. There's like that